I don't know. Where is 41 going?
I'm not sure. Check zone 4. Zone 4, she said maybe. 41 all the way back, please. You see the lollipop 41, okay? Pasta. Double decker.
One line 2 by 2 side by side, 41. One line 2 by 3 side by side. Your ticket ready. 41, one line 2 by 2 side by side. And a smaller half of your tickets ready, please.
Yeah. Stay there.
I will, Marcy.
I bet you get too long. No, you 2 by 2.
My friend had to go down to get her driver's license.
They got it with them at the door.
Has a roof on it.
You're going to be up top.
We were right.
Well, what you mean?
Marigot, where you can do some shopping, some dining, get something cold to drink, stretch your legs a bit, and experience the French part of Sint Maarten, or Creole culture. After that, you'll be headed to the Maho Beach. I'm sure you heard about that, where you guys will get the chance to get your feet wet in that beautiful blue water, or get that photo, you know, that Instagram-worthy photo of that plane coming in. After that, we'll be heading to Toppers, and that's my favorite stuff. because that's where you guys will get to take some shots from Miss Melanie. That's her name. Miss Melanie creates the Topper's rum, and it's a homemade rum, but it's absolutely delightful. So you guys will get to sample some of that and take home some with you when you leave as well. Our last stop, but not the least stop, is for my cheese lovers. That's my people upstairs. So we'll be heading to the Amsterdam Cheese and Liquor Store where you guys will get a chance to sample many flavors of Gouda cheeses, lots of different liquors to sample from also and to take home, and lots of Dutch ornaments and souvenirs. So this will be a fun tour. Get your phones ready because you'll have lots of photos to pull those up, beautiful views. You'll have a great time with myself, Shanice, and our driver here, Mr. DJ. Yeah, we'll be taking good care of us along this tour. Just a little bit of safety rules, guys. Sint Maarten is tax-free, duty-free. We have lots of things for sale, but one thing we do not sell on the island is appendages. So we're going to want to keep those hands and feet inside of the bus at all times while we travel along the way. And I'll send out some warnings when I need you guys to look out. So you ready to start this tour? Yeah! Oh, Mr. DJ just explained to me that we're playing a game
St. Maarten
today.
Harbor. Here you'll see the
You got no manners, huh? We'll be playing a game today on board, and we'll have a small prize to give away at the end of the day. Okay? So everybody gonna pay attention? Pay keen attention to the driver and the tour guide. We're gonna make this tour lit.
named Big Pier, the first deep water pier to be built on St. Maarten. The pier was dedicated in 1964, and on December 31st, 2014, the 2 millionth cruise ship passengers set foot on it, marking an important milestone in the tourism industry. Today, tourism is St. Maarten's largest industry, but it wasn't always that way. It was the late Dr. A.C. Wadey who led the way in developing the industry that has helped the island nation flourish, and the harbor complex is called the Dr. A.C. Wadey Cruise and Cargo Facilities in his honor.
Head out of the port and into the Point Blanch district. Point Blanch is well known for the port facility, which you guys are very familiar with. You're on it right now. The cargo facility, all cargo that comes into the deck side of the island, comes in at Blanch Cargo Facility. Beautiful residences you guys could get a quick glimpse of just on the hilltop above you. And as we head out of Blanch, I'll just hint you some more information. Or in case I did not say, this is an automated tour, so there'll be a voice coming on above your head, giving you some tidbits about the history of the island. My voice and DJ's voice will be coming in as well, giving you our 2 cents, 3 cents, how much ever you feel it's worth. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll answer to the best of our ability. And if we don't know the answer, we got Google. Google knows everything.
There's some chickens out there under the palm tree.
Yeah, I see.
Together we'll be immersed in the charm and scenery of this dual personality island, which has been flying the flags of both Holland and France since 1648. Sint Maarten is a constituent country that makes up part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. As you might have heard, the island is comprised of 2 parts, the Dutch side where we are, and the French northern side called Sint Maarten. Sint Maarten is actually the smallest island in the world to be inhabited by 2 nations. This island is divided approximately 60-40 between the 2 nations, with the French side having the larger area on the northern side of the island. Those sides of the island have roughly the same population, giving the entire island a population of 80,000 people.
butterflies.
On your left, we are currently passing the Bobby's Marina. Bobby's Marina is well known to be the first marina built here on the bedside of the island. You can take a personal vessel from Bobby's Marina or a water taxi, a water ferry. If you want to see one of our sister islands, meaning Sailor, Statia, St. Bart's, Anguilla, or even St. Kitts. Bobby's Marina is also the entrance to the boardwalk where you guys will be entering into the Great Bay Beach and have the chance to dine at the multiple restaurants that are littered along the boardwalk. Shopping galore, guys. On your left, you have some beautiful multicolored buildings. This is the entrance to downtown Philipsburg, the capital of the Dutch side of St. Maarten, where you can get your shopping done, multiple dining restaurants, and many businesses to get your documents done also.
Going to pass by the Freedom Fighter Roundabout. Philipsburg has many sculptures representing St. Martin's past, important events, or famous people. Standing with his head high and unshackled hands clenched in fist raised to the sky, the bronze freedom fighter embodies the liberty and independence achieved by the people of San Martin. Slavery in San Martin ended with the Emancipation Declaration signed on July 1st, 1863 in Curacao.
Here we got the freedom fighter representing the
Here you can see a salt pond. The salt industry played a starring role in the island's history. Swaliga, meaning land of salt, was the name given to the island by the Arawak Indians. In order to exploit the salt deposit, the Dutch settled the island's southern half, where 3 large salt pans provided as much as 400 boatloads of salt per year. Toil in the salt industry was a very hard life for the workers who were comprised of not only French and Dutch freeholders, but also children, senior citizens, and of course slaves, all of whom had a different task required to harvest the salt. Salt production was stopped in 1949, thus ending the industry.
1627 and quickly took note of the various salt ponds on the island. Salt was a very important commodity, then used to preserve food. The Dutch West Indies companies claimed the island in 1632, and Fort Amsterdam, which we'll see later, was constructed for protection. A small French settlement was also set up at the time, in what is now known as the French Quarter. Philipsburg has long been one of the most important settlements in Sint Maarten. Established in 1763 by Scottish Captain John Phillips, who was serving in the Dutch Navy. The city served as the site of Fort Amsterdam and Fort Willem, which were vital to Holland's navy during the 17th and 18th centuries. Today, Philipsburg serves as the capital for the country of Sint Maarten. It is the island's largest city with a population of over 1,300 residents. Situated between Great Bay and Salt Pond, the city has a port for cruise ships, and its front street shopping area has many boutiques and specialty shops that are worth exploring. There are 6 casinos in Philipsburg itself, and on the Dutch side of the island there are 14 in total, with no casinos on the French side. You can get your gaming done whether you are a beginner or high roller. There's a casino for every taste, whether you prefer Las Vegas, Monte Carlo, Roman sports or nautical themes. On Front Street there are 2 casinos, Coliseum Casino and Rouge et Noir.
There's Napa.
Hey guys, we're passing a stoplight, which is quite normal and common for you guys. But you should take a picture of it because this is the only one on the island of St. Maarten. We had a few of them, they're all replaced by roundabouts, and in each roundabout that you guys pass by, you'll see a statue that did something to change the history of the island of St. Maarten. And everybody has very good driver because after 10 o'clock that stoplight shuts off. And we're all man for himself.
Columbus, the industrious and famous explorer, sighted the island of Sint Maarten on November 11, 1493, claimed it for Spain, and named it Isla de Sint Maarten, after St. Martin of Tours, whose name day it was. But it wasn't until 1624 that the first Europeans actually set foot on the island. By that time, the island appeared uninhabited, but Amerindians inhabited Sint Maarten Island as far back as 5000 BC. There is evidence that Mesoamericans inhabited the island, arriving in large canoes. In 1986, at the Hope Estate, archaeologists discovered human skeletons, ceramics, tools, and other artifacts that dated back to 560 AD. This discovery marked the most ancient Amerindian village in all of the Caribbean islands.
So guys, we have a really large mountainous hill in front of us. This hill is known as Century Hill. One important thing about this hill is plantation land. We had slaves living on this hill back in the days. Now, what Century Hill is well known for today is being the home of the Flying Dutchman. Now, the Flying Dutchman is known as the skip and zip line in the Caribbean region. So if you don't want to keep your food in your stomach, that's what you do for the rest of when you come off of this tour. However, beautiful bar at the top, and if you guys can't take the steep ride down, there's also the little chairs that you can sit in and go very slowly, but still get the photo opportunity and the view of a lifetime.
She said we weren't going to something like that.
I think we talked about the books.
most other Caribbean islands, was formed by volcanic activity. As the Caribbean plate moves, volcanic activity occurs at its trailing edge, and magma from Earth's core swells up from the rifted crust. Millions of years ago, Sint Maarten, together with St. Bart's and Aguila, formed one landmass. Tectonic activity caused the mass to break apart, to form the islands as they are today. There is no more volcanic activity, but the materials deposited form basalt, porphyrite, diorite, and the volcanic andesite materials that along with coral reefs form the hills, lagoons, valleys, and beaches. The hills, valleys, and wetlands are ecosystems that support various plant and animal species, and each carries inherent aesthetic value. Sint Maarten is a special kind of habitat for animals. As an oceanic island, it is not connected to any mainland, and is surrounded by salt water. This means that the species of animals found here arrived a very long time ago, either by flying or swimming. Another possibility is that they were carried overseas by floating debris or blown in by hurricanes. At a later stage, they were also brought over by people. That's why the original land animals of Sint Maarten are rather small. Sint Maarten is a pretty safe environment, without any dangerous spiders or snakes. You will, however, easily sight large iguanas basking on rocks along the coast or feeding in the forest. If you search a bit, you might find some monkeys here, brought from St. Kitts and Nevis, neighboring islands.
over the island for and the minimal this year usually were a lot more. They're in your cars, in your house, they're everywhere. But they're still beautiful to look at. Those animals outside because we are about to touch the Colonial and those who go up are about to pick apart.
Those are okay paying attention. I'll be asking my first question as soon as I get to the next roundabout.
Okay guys, so we're a little bit cheated today with the weather. But on a clear day, right, if you look over to your left, you get an absolutely beautiful view of our three sister islands, meaning Saba, Statia, and St. Kitts and Nevis. Saba right now is completely covered by this rain shower. There's a setup. But I guarantee you guys, they're out there. They didn't go anywhere. Those islands are right there.